And in this video, I'm going to have a little bit of fun in this live stream, I should say. And we are going to try to, let me just put the clock on right now because I know I never adhere to that usually. So let's do that. We're going to try to go to sites like top fashion sites, let's say like Reformation, COS, and some other site if I've got time. And we're going to try and recreate specific photo shoots with my M.U.S.E framework. So what I've been doing actually, not Cosmos, COS. What I've been doing lately is been going to this site, been trying to analyze the specific, let's go United Kingdom, the specific like features of their face, and then have that created in Midjourney as a base prompt. And then after that, just try to create like a photo shoot from them, from there onwards. So let's see, I should move this light out of the way. Perfect, okay. Yeah, so this is the kind of like vibes that we're working with in terms of the images that we have. But if I go down, I try to recreate this particular model. Yeah, this here, because it's quite striking and different from what you normally see. And so I had like created some images here of this particular woman there. Okay, this was my particular base prompt. So front angle, full body fashion editorial studio portrait with butterfly lighting of an elegant European model in her early 30s with softly defined cheekbones, a long rectangular face, light beige skin, and a sculpted jawline. Now, I went into videos in the past of how being so specific in terms of their facial symmetry is super important to craft the base prompt with. And if you don't do that, and you just like describe the ethnicity of the woman as well as the age, you don't get really good results, optimum results. Okay, so that's what I started with in terms of creating a base face. And then I just was working with GPT to work smarter, not harder. And I got it to recreate this particular style here, okay, of what this particular model was wearing on COS. So she's wearing that. So I just copied that image and put it into ChatGPT. And then it's obviously come back with this long prompt. I know it's very long, but that actually did work. I typically try to keep my prompts between like 25 to 30 words because that does really well. But yeah, then it came back with that. So that's the first one done. I just thought, I'd show you guys that process beforehand before we then dive into a new prompt here. Okay, so I'm going to follow that process again from scratch just so you guys can completely see it. So let's try and do like a lifestyle shoot this time. And preferably a woman who has like plain clothing on, because when this intricate like floral patterns or the texture of the particular garment is too complex, it doesn't do a good job here. Okay, so let's do this model here this time. And we're just going to copy the image link and put that into GPT. Okay. Okay, usually, 1 second. Yeah. Based on the image attached, craft a base prompt describing the morphology of the character using the M.U.S.E framework. The prompt should be no more than 25 words and should be densely written and with natural flowing sentences. So no excess commas are to be used. Is that understood? Okay. So I've asked it for 25 like words basically, max, and for it to be very dense, and we're trying to recreate this particular model here. Okay. So this is a different ethnicity from what we've covered before. I've usually done like Eastern Slavic models, so we're completely changing up the ethnicity this time and the outfits as well of what we're covering. So let's go here. Okay, I don't think it picked up the I don't think it picked up the ethnicity of the woman in question properly. So let's go here again. No Eastern European woman is present here. I don't know what's going on with... It's hallucinating. It's hallucinating because it's not getting this right. Okay, let's just do this approach. I think that'll be a bit better. I have to screenshot it. If I F up here, it's completely fine. But yeah, it's just my process because I did do it before and it worked. But anyways, it's the base image. Please ensure you take her ethnicity into account when crafting the base prompt. And I've gone with 03 this time because 40 for some reason wasn't picking up on the image. You know, it just comes back as a file. So I've had to do it manually with the screenshot tool, and this time hopefully it will come up with it. I think it is because it's of course doing an analysis of the image. By the way, guys, have you checked out agent mode? Like agent mode recently dropped with 03 or generally in GPT. I tried it out yesterday and I was actually blown away by the results in like creating a quick presentation, for instance. It's insane. Let me know what your thoughts are of agent mode below and where you guys are tuning in from as well. Be good to know. Okay, so it's come back this time. All right, perfect. So usually what I try and do is I put a little bit of style there so you get a little bit more variation than you otherwise would. Unfortunately, I burned through my fast hours, so this is going to be a bit slow to generate, but it's all good. Let's see what comes back. Ah, wrong aspect ratio. Okay. Stuck in cinematic land. So I think that kind of looks similar to her. That one. I know it's the wrong aspect ratio, but that model there. Yeah, kind of looks similar, I would say. But you just need the right aspect ratio. I like that. I like that. I just need to use the edit tool here to change the aspect ratio up. 9:16. Let's if I can move that up here, that'd be good. Let's do that. Submit edit. Okay. So the rendering time is not part of this challenge. I know that's going to take quite a long time to do, but such is the way of life with the slow edits when you run out of fast hours. So yeah. Videos like this, of course, could be made in Kling. That's not a problem. But yeah, that's good. And by the way, I used Magnific AI's upscaler yesterday, and I was absolutely blown away with the results. Beforehand, I was using Topaz Gigapixels upscaler, and yeah, I'm gonna create a video on that shortly of just like the crazy skin detail and texture that it has. But yeah, it was incredible what I saw. It really was. Okay. Let's see what's come back here. All right, still doing its thing. But I think this model is perfect if it can come back with the whole 9:16 ratio as the base prompt. And then we can, of course, have her wear that garment. In the meantime, let's do that, actually. Please craft a prompt of just the garment, what she is wearing. Wow, this is taking forever. I didn't realize it would take this long. Right, for saving time, I'm just gonna have to go with this particular model here, even though it doesn't look exactly in likeness to, this particular model here. I thought, what I had before was more in likeness to that. So anyways, let's go with this. Copy image, paste it. Let's drag it over to this here. Yes, and I usually go with 80 here, and then that's the prompt to describe the particular outfit of what this model is wearing here. This is our reference model on CODS. We're going to see what we can craft. Model wearing a sleeveless jersey midi dress featuring a fitted tank bodice diagonally gathered waist seam and cascading draped skirt panels that create fluid movement. Okay, perfect. It's pretty good. Let's do S80 as well. That usually works well. A 1-to-1 ratio there between the stylized value and the omni strength value. That does pretty well. And it's 2:3 aspect ratio as well, of course. So hopefully we get something back. Okay, this was what it came back with before as like the base prompt. So we could go with that and we could use this model now because I guess it's ready. So we'll do that next. Because I was trying to create something in likeness to this model here. But yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty good. It's a very unique design with it, kind of flowing at the bottom there. So I don't know if it'll be able to match that. It's going to be in likeness to it, of course. It's not going to be like exactly the same, right? If they've got the specific image of just the dress alone, that would really help. Yeah, this one here. Then I can maybe use it slightly differently. Midjourney stopped responding. Interesting. That's weird. Never got that message before. Okay. That's into style reference now. Okay, I guess that's kind of close, but it doesn't really look like the model in question. Yeah, that looks good, but again, I'm not quite happy with that. Okay. So this time I've actually taken the dress from the website. I'm just going to see what happens there. And we're going to use one of these images as our reference image because it's the same aspect ratio of 2:3, which is what's on the website. So it should yield better results. If you match the aspect ratio of your Omni reference, and then this, as for the style, you actually reference the particular dress that you're going after, which is this dress here. Okay, just on the plain white backdrop. This was in reference to this particular model here. Okay, so I'm just trying to match both the model aesthetic as well as the dress of what she's wearing. So this is how I'm doing it. And yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully that does its thing in the meantime. Then our next challenge, next brand. I don't know if I've got enough time for that brand. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's been about 15 minutes. Okay, so I'll just do the last one because I know I'm at 15 minutes already. But it did take a long time to do the rendering with Midjourney. So I've got time for just one more and then I'll call it quits. But yeah. I think these are better results, so I'm kind of happy with this. Kind of happy with this a lot more, actually, than these results here. So yeah, it's because I've run out of fast hours. That's why, you know, it's taken a long time. But anyways, okay. So, okay, let's see. So plain dresses. That's what we're going for here. Or very simple dresses. Polka dot, yeah, polka dot could work, I guess. Simple pattern or polka dot dress. Okay. This is nearly done, so let's do that. Please describe the ethnicity of this particular model, just as the same model in the same way as you had done before. Okay. Yeah, okay, so let's see how this comes out. Okay, so going back here. All right, okay, so it's not done the best job, has it? Let's be honest. Not done the best job with this particular aesthetic. I guess that kind of looks like the character a little bit. This one. I'm just going to close the cards now. Right. I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that. I know it doesn't look exactly the same. And it's not going to look exactly the same, of course. But I think that I'm going to go with that aesthetic. That's our next model. That'll be moved over to Omni reference. Again, 80, that's good. Then let's now go back here. Now describe. As well as posture. So I want to be a bit more specific this time, not just the dress, but the posture as well. Yeah. Keep it to no more than 25 words. Densely packed with information, but naturally written to. So yeah, that's what came back with the cause. I'm kind of happy with that result. Kind of happy. I know it looks a bit plasticky, but that's just Midjourney for you. So you have to always upscale it. Okay. So it's describing the particular outfit, okay? And then we're just going to say a model wearing a chocolate colored, because it would probably get confused and actually just have a picture of chocolate in there. Who knows? Model wearing a chocolate colored polka dot midi dress, cap sleeveless, Cap sleeves, sweetheart. Okay, neckline fitted with a cap sleeves, a capped sleeves, a sweetheart neckline, fitted bodice, cinched at the waist with a flared hem. The model stands with her weight on one leg, a relaxed arm, and a relaxed arm holding an ivory handbag. Okay, perfect. Right, that should do the job there. And then, yeah, this is obviously the image that we had from before. I'm going to use that again, but this time for the style reference. And this will be the last one that I'm doing, because I know I've gone over 15 minutes. I have a habit of doing that, don't I? Just get too into it. But anyways. So I went with that model because it's kind of in likeness to that, but not really. I think the first model that I went with on COS was more in likeness to the base model image. Yeah. But there's one particular thing that you have to pay attention to when you are prompting, and that is to ensure that your base prompt image is a 2:3 aspect ratio. Because my base prompt image here was a 2:3 aspect ratio, that's why it came out as well as it did when I tried to use that same model, or in likeness to her at least, to craft the prompt here. Okay, so I don't know if it was the lighting that changed her appearance quite a lot, but it doesn't really look like her that much in terms of the skin tone at least. But anyways, this one is looking better now, I think. Yeah. So this is what we're trying to reference here. And that's what it's come up with there. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, this was the character that we're trying to reference. And I guess that's kind of done a job. Okay, the hands are always messed up. We know this about Midjourney by now. Okay, but I think, yeah, it's done a pretty good job. I'm happy with that. So, apart from the hands being messed up, of course, but in terms of the dress, it's done a good job. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you to those of you who have watched and been with me to the end of this live stream. If you got any questions or you want to see anything like more going forward in future live streams, feel free to comment down below. I am very close to finishing the third part of my M.U.S.E framework, and that will be released sometime this week, so stay tuned to that. But otherwise, yeah, thanks again, and until next time, I've been Vey. Peace.